Hi, Nico. Glad to see you. Hi. Lois, over here. Alrighty, let's take a seat, boys. Oh, we got over there to cook up. Is your mic on? Let's just test.
Hello.
No, it's not on. Okay. I'm guessing I'll just have to share my mic with Hilton. Not a bad thing. Alrighty, well, Lewis and Nico, welcome to Singapore, and of course, congratulations on a fantastic season thus far. Now, both of you are atop the leaderboard with 10 wins for Team Mercedes, including all the victories on your home tracks in Germany and Silverstone. Now, of course, the fans would like to know a little bit about you, so we're going to play a little fun question and answer with a rapid fire. Okay, we're going to start off with Lewis. We're going to ask you 5 short questions, and it's going to be, would you rather A or B? Okay? And of course, if you would like to, I suppose, extend on the question, you can. Okay, Lewis, would you rather drive a C63-AMG Black Series or a G63 6x6? A?
The G66 looks pretty good though.
It's pretty pimp, isn't it? I've seen lots of photos in London outside Harrods.
I think It'll be so easy to drag around the streets.
Oh, it's good for U-turns and going over the barriers. Okay, would you rather eat fish and chips or steak and kidney pie?
Neither.
Neither.
I don't really like either.
Well, what kind of food do you like?
Well, I think this is more fish and chips, but yeah, I'm not really into either of those things.
Do you like those things? Okay, well, can you give us maybe perhaps a
Burger and fries, maybe.
A burger and fries. Alrighty, would you rather listen to Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, alrighty. Would you rather wear carbon ceramic or rose gold? I'm just looking at yours.
Rose gold.
Rose gold? Okay, nice. And last but not least, when you go on holiday, would you rather prefer a beach on Galapagos or mountains of Switzerland?
Mountains, Switzerland.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
mountains.
like mountains.
You like mountains? Alright. Thank you very much. Little rapid fire there. Oh, trying to swing my chair around. Hello, Nico. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And how are you feeling here
It's
too?
great to be here.
A lot of fans right over here. I think we should make another round applause and do some screaming, guys. Come on! Woo! Okay, Nico. Now, 5 questions for you. Would you rather drive, or prefer to drive, naturally aspirated or turbocharged? Old versus new.
That's a very funky question. It really doesn't matter. As long as there's some good horsepower, then it's always fun to drive, and wherever, on the road or on the racetrack, just needs to be some good power in the car. Like this thing, you know, this thing looks really cool, and I'm sure it's awesome to drive.
Very good answer. Okay, would you rather wear a chrono or a diving watch?
Well, watches. I really enjoy watches. Watches are fun. And we have IWC as our partner, so we have one of the coolest watch brands as our partner. We had an event yesterday actually in the shopping mall, and I really like, what do I like? At the moment I'm wearing a pilot's watch. It's called Big Pilot, and I really like that one.
I know a few people who love that watch, and have they? Okay, right. Would you rather race on a track or street circuit?
In Singapore, that's where I want to race.
Very nice.
I'm looking forward to it. It's great to be here. You know, it's one of the highlights of the year. It's such a great atmosphere here, and also, I mean, just let alone here, you know, it's not everywhere where you go to a shopping center. And so many of you have come here today, which is so nice to see, supporting us. And and we have an amazing car this year. You know, our car is absolutely so fast. And so again, coming here, we have the chance to be on pole on Saturday and win the race on Sunday, and that's just awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Okay, here's an interesting question. Now, if you weren't a driver, would you rather work as a race engineer or team boss?
I want to be the boss.
Alrighty, okay, last but not least, for the rapid fire. Okay, I'm not sure if you're superstitious or not, but would you rather enter the car from the left or the right?
always from the same side. And if I forget, I have to get back out the car, go around, and get back in from the other side.
Okay, so a little bit OCD.
Slightly.
Slightly. I think we all got our quirks. All right, Lewis, I'm going to ask. Yeah, I know. That was quite a few long answers over there. Okay, now Lewis, we're going to ask you a couple of questions just for you. Now, I think a lot of the fans would like to know something about the car. Do you have any say on the designs of any part of the car?
Well, we work very closely with the engineers at the factory. But generally, the guys at the factory, their job is to make the car faster. So they're coming up with all these different designs and ideas of basically there'll be a philosophy that they'll choose, which has the longest development kind of road. It means that through the year they can constantly just gain time and improve. But so much of these chairs suck. But yeah, for us, we constantly work as we get to drive the thing. We're always asking it for, we get to kind of choose where we want the development to go. So if we want the car to go in this direction, we can tell them, and then we want kind of a different front grain, we want more front end, or rather more rear end. So we kind of steer where the engineers take the car once they get it to us.
I mean, I hear that you have a little bit input, of course, in the steering wheel design, like the buttons and the switches. Is this true?
Yeah, we pretty much designed that. So I like to get as much control as I can. With the new steering wheel this year, we have a much bigger LCD display, which gives us way too much information. But and we have less buttons and switches than we had last year because we had all multi-function switches. But yeah, I sat and drew the shape of the steering wheel with the engineer last year, and I'm quite proud of it.
Nice. So I can say that obviously both of you have two different steering wheels. Would you have a different setup on your steering?
Yeah, completely different. And what's new for this weekend is that Bernie Ecclestone has decided that the team is not allowed to tell us anything anymore, which can help us. So now it's like very, very different. We're completely out there on our own. We need to make our own decisions, and that's going to be quite a big challenge, because there used to be so many things that they were telling us to change the switch here, consume less fuel, do this, do that, and now it's just on our own. So that's going to be really, really interesting, and I think it's going to make the racing better, and it's more pure racing, and that's good. I really like that.
I suppose as a driver, you just want to drive sometimes without listening to all the noise. Okay, well, Lewis, you've had a good year and rightfully claiming victory in front of your adoring home at the British Grand Prix. How are you feeling ahead of this weekend's race in the Singapore GP, and what do you think of your fans here in Singapore? We'll take that into account.
Well, since the season's been incredible for this team, and again, as Nico said, to be here in Singapore, I'm so excited for this trip, this beginning of this last phase of series of races is just so exciting. And to start in Singapore, it's such a beautiful place. It's unbelievable, firstly, how big the place is, and just everything's so new, and the quality and the design is fantastic. So it's probably one of the very few places that I travel to during the year where I feel like I can live. So if I had time, I would live there because it's so far away from Europe. But yeah, and the circuit is just incredible. It's a bit difficult when we get here because we stay on European time. Well, I stay on European time, I don't know how everyone else does, but so this morning we wake up at 1 p.m., go to bed at like 5 a.m. So it's really strange in the evening because when I have lunch, everyone's having dinner. And then, the gym's closed at 10 o'clock, so when I want to go to the gym, it's closed. It's very, very, very strange. But really enjoy this race, and the fans here have been amazing every year. The circuit's fantastic, and the support we have here is amazing.
Okay, Nico. I'm trying to swing that as well, but hang on. Oh dear, didn't even work out that way. Thank you, Lewis. Alright, well now this has been a stellar year for you, and you started out really strong, finishing at the top at the first race of the season, and of course you celebrated an amazing win as well on your home ground. Now, how confident are you coming into the Singapore Grand Prix this weekend?
Yeah, it was very. First of all, I'm really enjoying the season because it's amazing, and I'm so lucky to have such a quick race car where we're up at the front every single race, just so much quicker than everybody else. That's very, very special. So really enjoying that. And then yeah, I was very lucky this year to be able to win. I have 2 home races, Monaco and Hockenheim, and I won both of them. So it's been a fantastic season also from that point of view. And yeah, now it's a big fight with Lewis at the moment, you know. So there's 6 races to go. I'm sure it's going to be very close. I hope that you enjoy the battle and that we create some exciting moments. And then yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, championship is very, very close, and I look forward to the next couple of races.
Well, we all look forward to that too. Now, let's take it back a little bit in history time. Now, what it takes to be a top driver hasn't changed a lot over the years, just the cars have. Now, I'm sure you've been asked this quite a few times. Does your father ever give you criticism or advice over your driving? Now, for some of you that don't know, his father was also a top successful F1 driver.
Yeah, I'm proud of what my father achieved, and he's helped me a lot through my career, you know, to make it all the way up to Formula One. But sometimes he likes to criticize, so actually I'm quite happy that now he doesn't come to every race. Just lets me get on with it, and that's good.
Okay, and I'll probably ask both of you this. If you had to race one track for the rest of your life, what would it be? Choose carefully.
Sorry, that has to be Monaco, unfortunately, because Monaco is just unbelievable. You know, it's the one track which is the most challenging of all, and it's my home, so I really like that one.
And of course, thank you. Really besides now, of course, for yourself, Lewis, if you had one track, what would it be?
My favorite track is Macau.
Wow, Macau, one of the most dangerous.
I don't see it as dangerous, no, but it's like a much harder version of Monaco. Much longer and just way more exciting. I did it in Formula 3, had like one of we both did it in Formula 3. Nico crashed in front of me and I crashed into him. It was quite funny. But yeah, it's one of the greatest circuits, I think. It's very, very tight in one section where it's just the Armco barrier, so you can't overtake in that area. And it's very hard to get around it. You don't always make it around. But that's one of my favorite tracks. The street circuits are more fun. They're more on the limit. You can't see around the corners. You don't know what to expect. You know, sometimes you just brush the barriers, so your heart is really in and out for those circuits.
Well, there's no runoff, obviously, but no chance for mistakes. Okay, well now the safety car, statistically, it has been deployed at least once for every Singapore GP race since 2008. Now, is this a game changer, or is this just an expectation of the Marina Bay circuit? For the Marina Bay circuit, the safety car has been deployed since 2008, at least once. I mean, is this a game changer, or is this just an expectation?
It does. Well, when we come into the races, we always get a debrief of what has happened previously, so we take that into account, that could be a scenario in the race. You never know how it's going to affect you. Sometimes it's really bad, and sometimes it's really difficult. Look at Hungary, for example. Nico got caught out with the safety car, putting a little bit further behind, so it doesn't always catch you at the perfect moment. But it's good here, you know, because there is no runoff areas here, that's why it's one of the best circuits in the calendar, because it is a street circuit. I love it. And plus you can, you know, looking past the lights, the lighting is amazing, so you can really see, it feels like daytime. So you don't really notice the difference, but when you look beyond the lights, you see all the great buildings and flashes from all the buildings. It's pretty amazing.
That's right, so it always has all the corners covered. Mercedes has yet to be on the podium. This is a team question in Singapore. We do know that in 2000.
That's going to change this weekend.
Isn't it?
That's going to change this weekend. We're going to make history of this.
Well, you said it first. In 2013, Nico got 4th and you were 5th. So, like you said, it's 2014 the year. I think you have answered that. It's going to change this year for Mercedes. Now, Nico, I'm going to go back to you. Both of you attributed much of your success to the W05 hybrid. What do you like most about it?
I like most. It's not. It's all relative to the others, you know. It's just that the car is so much faster than all the other cars, and that's what I like about it. It's great to drive, and yeah, and that's it.
All right, and okay, he's moving away. Let's talk about Singapore. When you think of Singapore, apart from the F1, what do you think of? What comes to mind?
The support that we get from you is just is amazing every time we get here. You know, the atmosphere is fantastic at the racetrack. So many people cheering us on, and that's very, very special coming here.
We'll get some questions from the crowd.
From the crowd? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Does anyone want to ask some questions?
Alrighty, well, We can move on down. Okay, I tell you what, we'll ask a couple more questions and we'll go down. I see some people waving their hands and screaming along. Okay, now if you could be one other athlete in history, who would you be and why?
I could be one other athlete.
Yeah. Anyone in the time of history?
I don't want to be anyone else, but I think LeBron James is pretty cool. It'd be kind of cool to be that tall and looking down at him.
Well, I'm sure he feels the same way.
Jordan, actually. Jordan.
Alrighty. Okay, one more last question we have here before, let's just say, we'll take a couple of questions from the crowd. What is one common character attribute of an F1 driver? Oh.
I don't know.
No? Lewis, any idea? Now, what's a common attribute of an F1 driver? What would you say that all of you have something in common with?
We're committed.
Committed.
Determined. Probably fearless. Fast. It's quite straightforward, but isn't it?
Alrighty. Okay, now let's try and take it down to the crowd right here. I'm sure they'd like to get interested. Would you guys like to follow me? Or you want to start coming here?
Just shout out.
Just shout out here? Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, we have a couple of questions. Let me see. I see that guy there with his camera.
Put the wrong top on though.
He does, unfortunately.
And my own top. 2 years ago, yeah.
Compared to London, how do you guys cope with the drivers?
This is one of the hardest circuits, hardest races. There's two, Malaysia and here. Simply because it's just so hot down. I mean, the clothing we have is like so fireproof. They have long sleeve underwear on, long sleeve pants, and then top balaclava, and then a suit on top of that, which is another 3 layers, and then gloves. And it's like then you go in the sauna. And here, even if you open your visor a little bit, there's no cool breeze coming in, so it's you're sweating before you even get in the car. And so here you just have to, for example, today. This morning, gone for a good run this morning, just sweating it out, get your body used to it, go into the sauna just to get your body working, and again, just making sure you're drinking plenty. So this weekend, I've got my trainer here, he just constantly being in pain, give me a bottle, just make sure I'm drinking liquids. So.
Okay, maybe one question for Nico on this side of the stage here. We could go over. Alrighty, the kid in the blue.
When you're off, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
My wife has an ice cream parlor in Ibiza, so I do enjoy the ice cream. Where we go very often, and the favorite flavor is white chocolate. That's the best.
Thank you for that. Okay, Lewis and Nico, thank you very much. Let's one time. Oh, I think we're a little bit on time right now. But okay, well, we can have some time after this. So after we do the officialities, then we get down to the crowd. Okay, well, right now I'd like to invite Lewis and Nico down to the floor over here for a couple of pictures with Mr. Wolfgang Huppenbauer, President and CEO of Daimler Southeast Asia. Okay, if they'd like to stand by the very gorgeous new GLA 45 AMG that we're seeing in Singapore for the very first time.
I was just going to say, I'm so proud to accept this new car. It's so beautiful. I'll take good care of it this weekend, and thank you so much, Mercedes-Benz. This will be outside afterwards, right?